Hey, your realtor Blake here. Hey, look, today I wanted to make sure that I will walk you through what happened once an offer is made on a home. So, for my buyer clients, I often get questions about we've been looking at homes, we've been looking for quite a while, but once they get down to making that offer, what happens next? What does it mean when the home status is changed from active to contingent? What does it mean when it goes to pending? What's all happening in the background? And what is it that my client or myself, what is it that we need to do? So let's get started. Basically, first things first, you make your offer. You make a good, solid offer. You've got good financing in place. You've gotten your pre-approval. You've attached that letter to it, and you're ready to make that offer. So you submit it. In today's market, it's pretty tough to get offers accepted, but it happens. You get that offer accepted, and congratulations. The very first thing you want to do is send over earnest money. What earnest money is think of it kind of like a deposit, right? When you lease a place, there's always that deposit that you put in when you submit your application. This is kind of the deposit on your home. So it shows that you have skin in the game and that you're actually serious about purchasing that home. It's kind of the offering to make sure that you're serious and want to go forward, basically. So back in the day, there used to be a lot of different things that you could submit to to show that you had skin in the game. But these days, it's an earnest money check, and it can be either done through via check or through what we call trust funds or any other electronic kind of money transfer thing that you can do now. So it makes things easier for you. How much earnest money should you be putting down? So typically, it's around 1% of the offer price that you submit. So let's say your home is $250,000. You make an offer for $250,000, it gets accepted. $2,500 would be the earnest money that you would send over. That's the typical amount. Some people do less, some people do more, but it just depends. Sometimes that's something that's negotiated. But typically, what I would recommend is doing 1% of that earnest that as offer price because that shows that you're serious. Sometimes in an extreme crazy market like that, I've seen people doing upwards of 2.5%, just because that shows that they're a little bit more serious. And if it was up against another offer that was everything like for like, it might look a little bit better. But I would say use your best discretion at that point. If you really want the house, go for it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, 1% should suffice, and you can do the rest of the negotiation or for your strongest offer with your terms, whether you want to put contingencies and things like that on there. What happens with that earnest money? You send that over. You should be sending it over within 3 calendar days of making your offer, and that earnest money is typically held in the listing broker's trust account up until closing, and then that earnest money um, is then transferred over to the seller of the home, and it gets applied with the rest of your closing fees and everything else once you get to closing. So, are there situations where you can get your earnest money back? Absolutely. If you have an inspection contingency on, because after you make that offer, the home will likely go into from active to active contingent, usually meaning that it's contingent upon an inspection. You get that inspection. If something comes up during the inspection, you and the seller can't come to terms, basically, you can walk away and get your earnest money back. A lot of times, though, when your offer is contingent upon financing, oftentimes it's written into the purchase agreement that if you get all the way up to that point of closing and your financing falls through, it's kind of a common courtesy to leave your earnest money right there and they walk away because the seller has put their home on the market and has been waiting and pending until closing at that time. They've been out that time and that day's on the market. That's kind of a common courtesy, but that's something that can be negotiated. Everything in a contract can be negotiated. So that's something that I have to let you know as well. Once the home is pending and all other contingencies are satisfied, basically it's the waiting game. And that typically takes about 45 days on average. So from offer to closing, you're looking at 35 to 45 days. Some lenders and some programs can get it done a little bit quicker, but with all the disclosures and things that need to go into place legally, 45 days is a safe amount of time to say that it's going to take for your home to close. Now, in between there, you're going to get emails probably from a ton of people. You're going to get emails from your lender, email from your realtor, any transaction coordinators that they may be using just to keep things going forward. And then, of course, you're going to get emails from the title company asking you for information. So keep all your information with you when you have it, so that when you get those emails, you can send them over information pretty quickly. So look, if you have any other questions for me, feel free to click the link below. You can always email me, send me a message. We can talk, we can chat. just let me know. Thanks so much for watching.